Now, this decision of where you hide, in whom you hide, is one of the most important decisions that we make because there are consequences to this decision. And some of us bear the painful scars of decisions that we made to find refuge in wrong places, to find refuge in false gods. Now, I know you're going to pull me aside and go, Mike, we don't have a problem with false gods. Come to my house. Well, I don't have idols on the shelf. I don't have a little altar at the end of the hall. We don't have this problem. No, that's because our false gods are a little more subtle. False gods have gotten smarter. Let me ask you a question. To whom or to what do you look to find meaning for your life? My life means something because. To whom or to what do you find meaning in your life? From whom or from what do you find purpose? Do you find value? Do you know why it is wrong to murder a human being? You know why it is wrong? Because the human being, you and me, bear the image of God. We are bearers of the imago Dei. To attack another human being is to attack the image of God within that person. That's what makes it wrong. We are valuable because we are bearers of the imago Dei. We get our value from being in the image of God. Where do you get your value from? I am valuable because. Now, the world will give you all kind of answers to this. I tell you this often. I'll remind you of it. The word glory is another word for weight. Another definition, another interpretation is weight. So when God comes in all of his glory, he comes in all of his full weight. You'll hear scientists talk about atomic weight, which gives a mass gravity. Our sun has gravity to hold all of the planets in orbit, although the sun doesn't have to work quite as hard now because Pluto is not a planet anymore. So it only has to hold 8 of us there now. Jupiter holds its moon in place because of its gravity. Earth holds its moon in place because of gravity. If the center of that galaxy, if the center of that solar system does not have the weight to hold everything else in its place, then the planets spin out of control. Then the moon spin out of control. Everything spins out of control. If what you have in the center of your life, doesn't have the gravitational atomic mass, doesn't have the weight of glory to hold everything in your life in place, then it spins out of control, doesn't it? Relationships spin out of control because some of you put too much pressure on your husband or too much pressure on your wife. They cannot be your savior. They cannot give your life meaning. Some of you put way too much pressure on your resources because you have to have this, you have to be this, or your life doesn't have meaning, and sooner or later, your life will spin out of control. We only have to go back to the last recession to see the damage that was done, not to people's wealth, but to their very psyche, to the way they thought, to the way that they believed, because they had put all of their faith in resources that could not take care of them. And the key phrase is no matter what. Saying, this will take care of me. We have enough. We'll be taken care of. We'll be safe no matter what. Only God can take care of us when no matter what happens. And if you have anything else or anybody else in the place where only God can be, that's a false god. That's an idol. And sooner or later, your world will spin out of control. So be very careful in whom you find your refuge.